So Neela's probably not going to be able to make it. Janice, can you take over the ringmaster duties?
Sure. I'm going to put Andy on the spot.
Uh-oh. I hope I'm prepared. No.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Or do you want to wait?
Absolutely. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Let's see. I recently submitted Creating Fashion with Laurel to the 2025 Home Media Awards, Hometown Media Awards. I gotta make sure I say it right. The Hometown Media Awards. And we entered this 2 years ago and won. So we skipped a year, and now we're going to enter it again. So let's see. Do you see this? You see?
Yep.
Your screen.
You see your screen.
Laurel in red.
We have.
There we go.
You got her? Okay.
Yes.
So it's, the opening credits just to introduce the show, but all of you've seen that before. So here's, I actually consider this some of the best editing I've ever done. So I put this bit up front. Now let me know if you can't hear it. You should be able to.
Can't hear it.
You can't hear it?
Yes.
We can hear it.
Yeah.
You can hear it.
Music. Yeah,
I can hear it.
Okay. If you can hear it, then I'll keep going. There we go.
Yeah, it gives you some real style. Picks up your eyes, and it's big. You need a bigger pattern. I mean, I need a pattern that's medium size. You need a pattern that's a bit bigger than I would wear. Aha. But this pattern's too small for you. Aha. You don't want to have patterns that are going to make you look big. You know what I mean?
Right.
You need to have patterns that make you look like you're the right size.
Anyway, it's just so boring.
No, it's not on you. No, that's really good. Absolutely. It's picking up the brown in your eyes. It's got the gray. It's matching the gray in your hair. You're a winner. It's got black buttons. And of course you need to put some stuff with it, make some brown pants and a white shirt. Perfect.
Okay.
And this, if you're going to go volunteer somewhere, wear that
That'd be
jacket.
perfect.
And perfect. Absolutely. It's basic enough that it doesn't distract from whatever they're doing, but it shows you as having good fashion sense.
Aha.
There's a lot to be said for just getting rid of stuff.
Yes.
It's amazing how much room you have when you get rid of stuff you don't need or aren't using.
This.
And it organizes the mind too.
I could use some of that.
That's too busy.
Too busy?
It's the teeny weeny little prints all over you. You want to look
I
like
like
an
it.
elephant? That's it.
Okay. This is completely not me, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it's not you. It doesn't do anything for you. Your skin tone should come alive when you put it on. Tiny little prints all over the place.
And I got this one first. And then I found the other one. You don't need 2 velvet coats.
No.
Really. Really, you don't. Or I don't. I never go anyplace.
Right.
This, I really like.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice?
It's good on you. Yeah. Good warm coat.
Yes.
I'm trying to move toward everything I made. And it's all made to go. It's the 4-piece go anywhere outfit. The pants, the skirt, the blouse, and the jacket. And that works. And you make all those 4 things in one color, by enough fabric to make all of them in that color. And then it mixes and matches with other things in your wardrobe. I can mix and match it so many different ways that if I have 3 sets of 3 different basic colors, I have a wardrobe that's extensive. I don't need a lot of stuff. I'll tell you another thing. Staying in business keeps you young.
I wish I'd done it. Well,
but the thing
I
is,
realized what I'd done is I traded in something I was good at for something I'm awful at.
What, you mean organizing the house?
Yeah. I mean, I have ADHD.
What's that?
ADHD.
Oh, yeah.
Attention deficit. So I'm like naturally sort of disorganized and scattered, and I forget to go to things I'm supposed to go to, and I'm never any place on time, all that stuff.
Oh. This you keep.
Which makes it hard. Isn't this nice?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's just sort of
That's you.
on a chilly day.
That's you.
It's certainly dramatic.
I got a tight hanging out here.
That's
Yeah, but
very
that,
nice.
well, you need dramatic. Dramatic. You need dramatic. You need large prints. You don't want small prints at all. All right,
Okay.
because large prints will make you look smaller. Actually, you'll be in proportion with your size. I mean, mine is medium. If I wear tiny little prints, it doesn't look right on me. Well, same with you. But if I wear large prints, it makes me look too small.
Oh, right. I see what you mean.
See, it's a matter of having it in proportion. That's what we want.
When I was a kid, like when I was in sort of eighth, ninth grade,
Yeah.
I read all these books
Yeah.
about how to dress properly.
Oh, yeah,
and
me too.
How to be beautiful.
Was really
and
into it.
all
Me
that.
too. Yes. Oh,
Well,
absolutely.
then you'll remember.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I
The whole
do.
idea then was, whatever you are, try to dress against it.
Yeah, right.
So that you get closer to the norm. So that you look just like everybody else.
You wanna throw good
You know,
shit.
if you're tall and thin, you should wear a lot of.
Yeah, right.
Horizontal
Ruffles and stuff.
stripes.
Yeah, right. No.
Isn't this pretty?
It is. It is. Yes. All right. Now, in previous videos we have made, I have explained how to determine your correct size, and I'm just going to
Nice.
that with samples from 2 other episodes. But I think that's the best editing I've ever done. I mean, that's the bit that I'm really proud of. So I put that in first.
But it's smooth and works
Andy, who is the
Oh, thank
lady?
and keeps the
Who's
interest
the
too.
lady?
Patricia. No, wait. If you give me a second, I can find her name for you. Oh, let's see. Let me look this up. It's on my blog. I'm sure of it. Patsy. Oh, boy. What is it? Patsy. I got the first name right. It's Patsy McLauden.
Is she someone we should know? Is she someone famous in Philadelphia?
Slightly. She's a fashion columnist who used to write a fashion column. What was it called? Let's see. Style. She used to work for Style magazine. So, and I think she was in the Inquirer as well. But it was all articles about fashion. Here we go. Patricia McLaughlin is a Philadelphia-based Universal Press Syndicate columnist writing on fashion and style trends. Her Real Style column appears each Sunday in 100 newspapers across the United States and Canada. Patricia last contributed to Empty Nest in fall 2009. Yeah, so she's a fashion columnist, which of course is how she knows my mother. So, yeah. For new people, my mother is Laurel Hoffman, who was the host of the show and star of the show, and I make the episodes and we air them on the Philly Camp channel. So
That's cool.
yeah, we just finished our 23rd episode, and we're still going. So, and this particular episode, I keep telling her that I really like doing the ones where we get out of the studio, because most episodes are in my mother's studio teaching how to make things. And this is one where we went to Patricia's house. Patricia is messy. So she's got piles of stuff everywhere. Big challenge to film it because, I'm stepping over things as I'm trying to get the shot with the camera. And at one point, to get the both in the shot, I was practically laying down on the ground because there was just no other place to go. The bed was full of stuff. All the chairs are full of stuff. So it was a real challenge to do that episode, but I'm real happy with how it came out. So we're going to enter it in the Hometown Media Awards and see what happens.
Cool.
Andy, if I could can I just make a comment on what your
Sure.
mom helped her with? She's a tall lady, a big lady, and I thought the blazer, the gray blazer that your mom put on her in the first few seconds.
Yeah, she's going through her own wardrobe, and deciding what to keep and what to
I
get
thought
rid of.
that looked actually very, very good on her. Thought made her
Okay.
look slim or something. And then one of the last things she wore, I think just before you ended, I thought it made her look very imposing, actually. So there was a couple of things that really, really worked for her, I thought.
Your movie kept the interest going.
Yes.
Oh, great.
It was very, very well done.
Thank you. I think it helps that she's trying on all these different things.
Oh,
It
yeah.
made it a fun thing to edit.
Mhm.
Because you don't really want to
Yeah.
see her take everything off, put everything on. And, it's because you're seeing it over and over again. So I just went from like things magically appearing on her.
Okay.
And it works. It's,
Yes.
Yeah.
We kind of took that for granted, but actually it was editing.
yeah.
Yeah.
You kind
I
of,
didn't realize that. Okay.
it's interesting how the mind fills in the gaps.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you see that in movies all the time, and you never think twice about it. Guy gets in a car, in one place, gets out of a car in a different place, and you've missed the 10-mile drive. You never even think about it.
Yes.
I
I
think
hope
the
you win. I hope you
editing
win
was
this.
invisible.
Oh, great. Thank you.
It was just the only moment of confusion I had was in recognizing your mother because her hair was slightly different color than the opening. And that didn't last long.
It's probably the lighting. So it's the lighting in that house was severe.
Was it? Was it?
Yeah, she's got these great big windows in her house, and the sun's coming directly through them. And the lighting was different in every room of the house.
Oh, yeah.
So, oh man, but yeah, that's what you get for going to another scene. You know? Whereas in my mother's studio, I can control things. That's it. That's what
Okay,
Okay.
very good.
That was
Thank you.
very interesting.
And
Thank
good
you,
luck in
Andy.
the contest.
Thank you. Yeah, yeah.
A
They
couple
actually-
years ago, you won, right?
Yeah, it was 2 years ago we won, and then they invited me to be a judge the following year. And I thought, wow, that's great. And this year they invited me to be a judge again. So I guess once you're a judge forever. I thought it would just be the once, but yeah, so it's kind of nice. And that's fun.
Great. Terrific. Thank you, Andy.
Yeah.
Thank you, Andy.
Kim, are you ready to jump up?
I am ready. If you want me to jump, I will jump immediately.
Okay.
I am going to preface this by saying you remember that I went to Chile, as they call it. We used to call it Chile, but now I will go with the Chile thing. So that's where I
Chile.
went. So that's what I'm going to share with you today. Okay.
Right.
Let me know when you can see it. Let me just give you a little preface very, very quickly. So I went to Chile and I booked a hotel. Can you see? Oops.
We see your
Are
black
we
screen.
on or not?
Not yet.
Yeah,
Not
I
your
don't know why
image.
you don't see the thing.
We got
But
the
we
black,
see
there's
your
no image.
blank screen.
I'm going to have to get back somewhere because I pressed
your
the
machine's
share
slow.
button, and as you see, you're getting a blank screen.
But
Oh, is
that's
that what it is? I'm going to stop the share. I'm going to stop the share, get back, and try again. Is that okay?
Sure.
Because something is, you're right, something is not good. So I'm going to try one more time to launch. Okay, I'm pressing the share button.
Okay. Started screen sharing.
There we go.
okay.
Yay.
We got the image.
Yay.
So
That's cool.
let me go on with my spiel, if you don't mind. So I had booked a package deal with Priceline in Argentina, and it was for a flight and a hotel. And I chose a hotel, not knowing where it was in Santiago, other than it was very near downtown. It was a no smoking, very clean place with an 8 rating. That's what I chose. So I didn't know where it was. And as we came down off this large highway off the airport, here's where I found myself when the taxi stopped. You would agree that it's a little, what's the word you might use? Dilapidated,
Funky?
funky, deserted. Well,
Cartoonish.
fortunately, this was opposite the hotel. There's a story about this whole area, by the way. This was opposite the hotel, which was actually a very nice white building with bars on all the windows. And here's the thing about this lovely hotel. It was locked. It was locked. You had to press a bell to get in, and you couldn't get out because it was always locked.
Oh.
Which was a little alarming because of the dilapidated, deserted state of the environs, right? It wasn't at all what I expected.
Yeah, it looks great.
Well, actually,
Yes.
I said to myself, this was probably Palermo, Soho, which is a very funky area of
Yeah.
Buenos Aires. This was probably Palermo, Soho 30 years ago before it got trendy, because really that's what I think it is. But anyway, imagine arriving in a place you've never been before, been taken to a hotel with bars on all the windows, And this is what's opposite, and this is what's around the, the corner.
Oh,
Ooh.
colorful. Yeah.
Beautiful
I mean,
color.
you have to admit, this is not Willow Grove. This is not South Philadelphia. This
Mm.
isn't even Northeast Pennsylvania. It's kind of strange, would you say? How many people think it's strange? Put your hands up if you
Well,
think
it has a different flavor
it
entirely.
does. It
I
does.
think it's very
But then
colorful.
then if you actually look carefully, it's not all graffiti. It is actually art. I mean, there's a lot of art here. So I had actually booked a tour of a historic area in Argentina before I went to Chile. And I found myself in 90-degree heat at 3 p.m. with a guide, because no one else had shown up. I was the only one with the guide and his friend. And he explained where I was. And here's the deal very quickly. This is a historic, colonial, indigenous area of Santiago. It is not representative of the city. It is a representative of where the indigenous people lived back in the day when they were building Santiago. So it is actually a residential area. It has been declared historic. And the president of Chile, who is 38 years old, chose to live here. Because in Chile, they don't have a presidential palace. The president can choose where he needs to live. And next week, I'll show you where he lives in this barrio, this neighborhood. And it's called, I think, I hope I've got it right, Juncal? I can't remember
Juncal.
now what the hell it's called.
Maybe.
Juncal, right.
Yes.
That's what it's called.
Juncal, right?
Yeah, yes, indeed. And it is actually, as they said to the guide, in the blurb for the booking, it is only 2 stops away from the very heart of Santiago, which is extremely European, extremely developed. And it's actually rather interesting to know that you can be in an indigenous area. And by the way, in my hotel, I looked at the sign-in book. When I signed in, there were only Turks, Russians, and Brazilians. And there were never any Americans in this hotel that I was in. Never. There was one Canadian, some Germans, but a lot of Venezuelans, Russians, Brazilians, Turks. And so I was with a different crowd, if you can figure that one out. So I thought I would show you my guide in this lovely area of I don't know why I'm blanking on the name.
Juncal.
Juncal.
Yeah.
Juncal?
Juncal.
Okay. Juncal. So my guide was this wonderful guy called Claudio. Sorry, Claudio. I'm really I think I have the sundowner syndrome. When it gets dark, I forget my words, Anyway, I was with Claudio in this area, and he was lovingly explaining the history of it. And there is an area with just cats, by the way, Janice. There's a street with only cats. Only cats live on that street in all the houses. So I now actually have a furry thing for the next exhibit. But this isn't it. This is me. This is me and Claudio in this area where he's explaining, the whole area to me. And it was absolutely magical. Really, it was. Because before that, it was a scary place where I didn't want to go in any of the streets. I just went on the street to the subway and came home. But he explained everything to me, and it was really, really lovely. And I will end on what Santiago is more looking like. Is look more like this. In other words, it's a very modern city, a very beautiful city. And this is not typical, by the way, because there's a lot of fantastic architecture that I saw, which I will show again. But I just wanted to give you a little flavor of the crazy kind of time I had by beginning here. And on my last day, ending here.
Yeah, that's great.
Colors are wonderful.
Looking forward to seeing the rest. Yeah.
Appealing.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Well, I encourage everybody to go to Chile because the people are absolutely fantastic. It's absolutely a wonderful country, and I'm very happy that I was there. And to think that I went by myself to a very strange place at the end of the world, and it was wonderful. It was absolutely amazing, and I'm glad I did it.
How'd you like the food?
I actually did like the food because I had this, what do they call it? Pastel de choclo, which is a corn,
Yeah.
what would you call it? A casserole.
Yes.
And then they have this hot dog called a completo, which is an American hot dog, but it has chopped tomatoes and tons of avocado and
Ooh.
mayonnaise.
Oh,
Wow. Tough to beat.
Seafood. Seafood is great there.
You
Yeah.
know what? I saved Sunday for the seafood, Benicia. I saved Sunday.
Yes.
But I had such a big breakfast because Bernardo O'Higgins, the founder, used to eat eggs. So that's what we were serving in the hotel. So I had this big meal of eggs and toast and this and that and the other. Even though 7 hours or 6 hours had passed, I was so full. I literally could not even force myself to have the fish lunch that I had saved for my last day. I couldn't do it.
Just have to go back.
Could not make I'll have to go back, and
Yes.
not eat my big breakfast and then have my fish big lunch in Santiago.
pace you're eating.
But I did.
I know. I'm just saying. The word to the wise to all of us, if we ever go.
No, I had. I mean, I hadn't eaten like for 6 hours, but I was so full.
Yeah.
I literally tried, and I thought, let me try. I'll walk some more. And then I was so tired of walking, and it was a hot sun by then,
And
it
you
was
were
like
wearing
3 o'clock
black?
in the afternoon. Sorry?
You were wearing black as well.
No, not that day. I wasn't wearing black.
Well, when you showed the picture of you with your guide.
No, that was with Claudio. That was on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
That was
All
on
right.
Saturday.
Different day.
This was Sunday. This was my last day on my own. I thought I'm going to go to Belart, the area I showed you, and I'm going to have the fish thing that I didn't try. The big fish
Okay.
lunch.
Oh,
And I
next time.
just couldn't get it up. I could not do it.
Yeah.
How sad. So I had to crawl back to my barrio, Jungal, or
Oh, Carl, yeah.
I don't know why it's escaping me, and have a yogurt. I go to bed.
Well, sounds like a great trip.
Yeah, it sounds terrific.
It really was.
Okay.
It was.
Thank you,
It was
Kim.
totally weird.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Tim.
Yeah.
Ted,
Beautiful.
are you ready? Are you up for it? Ted?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, sure. As I told you last time, I'm taking a break from my regular work. And I'm spending this time to just go over all the work that I've done in the past to get it organized. So I'd like to show different periods of that right now. So today, excuse my voice, I don't know what's wrong. I went through an abstract gesture period. So I'm just going to show you a couple of pieces of work from that period. This is acrylic on canvas. Okay, do you see the blank screen?
Yep.
Yep.
Blank screen.
Let's see. Okay, this is the first one. It's actually, all these are titled,
Oh,
which I rarely do.
Nice.
This is
That
called
was very nice.
Angel Tears, 48 by 48.
Wow. Huge.
That's huge. That's beautiful.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember this period. Yeah, I liked it.
It must be
That's
something to see
beautiful.
big on the wall.
I
It-
know.
That's
I think
fabulous.
it's fantastic.
I don't,
Ted, this is Sotheby's, Ted, and we'll talk about how you can get it in there. Not that I know, but I've read, they send me these things about how to exhibit your art.
cool, okay.
Beautiful. It's fabulous.
It's really
Love
good.
it.
It's good stuff. This is Sotheby's.
And
Wow.
24 by 54,
Wow.
Demon's Run. I didn't realize how good these were. I've seen
I
them.
know.
This
Yeah,
was
they
20.
really are good.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
are. They
they,
are.
they are.
Looks like an aerial shot of a landscape. It's
It
fantastic.
does,
Yes.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a what?
Looks
It's
like an aerial shot of a landscape coming
Oh,
from a
It
photographer's
does.
point of
It
view.
does. It does.
interesting.
Yeah, it really does.
Fantastic. Yeah.
The Antarctic, for example.
Yeah.
Do you have these physical pieces or just the photographs?
None of these exist anymore. They're gone.
None
Uh,
of them exist anymore. What did you say?
I do have a lot of works on paper like this, but these are on canvas.
Well, what happened to them?
I can't tell you.
Did you paint over them?
41 by 70, this one.
Wow.
Lord.
Enormous. It's a
Uh,
lot to store if you don't have a big place to put them into.
it's just
Well,
impossible.
that's true,
Sure.
but
Ah.
you shouldn't
Huge.
dispose of them, Ted.
This is 20
Nice.
by 60.
Wow.
I mean, that's huge. That's a huge room. I don't even have a room that's 20 by 60.
Oh,
I can't get to the other one because wait, I had to bring this down to get to it. All right, just wanted to share the first night of the snow in Philadelphia.
oh.
Oh, yeah.
That is a good shot. That is a good
Cool.
shot.
Yeah.
That is a fabulous shot. All gray with the little slight green.
With the green and the, yeah.
That is
Yes.
a little pops of red. That's beautiful. That is a beautiful shot, Ted.
And orange. Yeah.
It looks like a miniature made out of cardboard.
Yeah.
Something with a lot of
Yeah.
detail.
Yeah, it has a lot of cubism and, as you say, detail and very strong sky. You know, like gray, all gray.
Yeah, it was a beautiful sight.
Beautiful shot.
Okay, and that's
Well
it.
done.
Okay. Thank you, Ted.
Thank you, Ted. Very
Yeah.
good.
Fun to look back. Really. Venetia, do you have something tonight?
Yeah. I've kind of come up with a theme from some exhibitions I've been to and my take on them. So let me see if I can share. This is a place in Bordeaux, and I was in France last summer, and it's an exhibition in the biggest exhibition of digital art in France.
Wow,
It's
digital.
called the Bassin de Lumière, and it is converted from a place where the Nazis used to dock their submarines.
Wow.
And it was created in 1940. And it's now been all these pools, all these individual pools with ramps where the submarines would come in, and it's all been turned into this digital art exhibition space. And so they have this son et lumière, where they project art shows onto the walls, and then they're reflected in the water. It's really quite dramatic and fabulous.
It is.
Great idea.
All famous artists, of course, this is just one of them. So I love those kind of immersive exhibitions. So I decided to take a bunch of photos in there because I was really impressed by it.
I've never experienced that yet.
What's that?
I've never experienced these
Oh,
immersive.
it's a wonderful thing to experience. Bordeaux itself is fabulous.
Oh.
I really enjoyed my trip. I had not been to France in several years. So I was looking for something unique to do apart from the regular tourist stops. So, okay, so that's that. Then we have, let's see. Oh, this is another exhibition I went to, which is here in Argentina, and it was an immersive also about Frida Kahlo. And
Oh,
Nice. Yeah.
oh, you can
Whoa,
see this. Okay,
it's gorgeous.
so I
I
took a
went to
photo
one 2 years ago.
of the people enjoying the exhibit,
Mm.
and
That's a
it sort of
beautiful
came
shot.
out. I
Beautiful.
thought it came out a bit like a painting.
It
Yeah.
did. It did. It's a beautiful shot
A
that
lot
you
like
took,
a
actually,
painting.
because I was at that exhibit.
You were?
I
Yeah.
was in 2023 with my friend Marta Diaz. And I think that's how I know this is a beautiful shot that you took of it.
Yeah, and then these I just like the way all the projections of the art is falling on them as well.
Mm.
It
I
looks
know.
very
I
kind of
think I think you did a
Tahitian to
beautiful
me,
shot.
Yeah.
like a Gauguin or something, you know?
Yes.
Yes.
That's how
Yes.
I was wondering about that. How in the world is that? What's happening there? It's all
Right.
Yes.
projection from a projector off on them too.
On them as well. Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I
Because
was
you know
really
what? You know
fascinated
what,
by that.
Venetia, I took
Makes
some
a
shots
wonderful.
just because I was there, but that is an art shot that you took. I mean, it's really extraordinary.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Well, you know, it's all about I guess the art of seeing, if you know what I mean.
Well, it's
Yeah.
also the lighting that
Just
you caught.
Yeah, I
and
love the
everything.
lighting. The lighting was
The lighting,
really
see, I've
interesting.
never got anything like that. That's
Mm.
absolutely gorgeous what you did. Absolutely amazing.
it
Thank
is.
you.
You have to
I'd
get
like
that. You have to get that online at one of these plastic club online exhibits.
Yeah, I'll have to get some instructions on that.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know.
I'll let you know. I'll tell you. how to
Okay,
do it.
you can let me know. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'll let you
All
know.
right. And then the
When
other
it comes
one
up,
is
I'll send it to you.
okay, let me see. What did I do with the other ones?
You go through. You just upload stuff. That's all. One or two.
Yeah, I'm trying to
That's so
move
beautiful.
this.
It's really gorgeous.
Oh dear. I've got another one set up, but it's covered by this. Maybe I can move this over a bit. This whole
What,
oh. Here we go. All right, I've got it. All right. Oh, and this is another exhibit. Pat Walcott went to this one with me.
oh yeah.
wow.
You remember
Wow.
that?
Gosh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those
Never
are
met-
dramatic pieces, aren't they?
What are
is
they?
that? What is
It's
that?
a mannequin that was part of an exhibition here in Recoleta at the Cultural Center.
Oh,
I was just very taken with this, and I did a whole series of them, and I did some of them in
Yes.
black and white and some of them in color.
ah,
That's beautiful.
Too
Yeah.
bad that Sarah isn't here tonight
I know.
because
I
she
was
also
thinking the
likes to
same
work with
thing.
mannequins.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
I've got a whole series of mannequins.
Ah.
Well, you'll
Yeah.
have to
I showed, it was a long time ago, I showed one of those mannequins. I think it was all in red dress. I can't remember.
Oh
exactly.
yes, I've got one of that. I've got one of those as well.
Yeah.
It's
I
red.
think I showed that, quite a long time ago.
Here it is.
Yeah, that
Oh,
Is that a mannequin?
Yes. Yes.
that's
It looks
incredible.
so real.
they were fabulous.
little weird.
And if you believe it, I took these all with my iPhone Pro Max.
Well, it's a beautiful photo. The quality is amazing, really.
It is incredible that the quality you can get. It's not even the
Incredible.
latest
It is incredible.
iPhone, but it
But
does
also
raw
mannequins
footage and
themselves
everything.
are amazing.
It's gotten to the point where the phones are as good as any cameras.
Yes.
Exactly. And
Yes.
for someone like me who can't carry heavy things anymore, it's perfect because I've got it wherever I go and I've always got a camera with me.
Exactly.
Perfect.
And I have a big camera, and I take that around, and Venetia laughs at me every time. She
Laugh at you. I just think, oh, poor Walcott. Oh, you know. Yeah. So anyway, that's my lot for today.
Cameras,
Okay.
the
Thank you,
iPhone, they
Venetia.
do Fabulous.
Something funny, Walcott. One more thing, okay? Just for fun, because Walcott's seen it.
Sure.
Oh, God almighty.
Oh, she did it. See, I had one like that Walcott, but you said you didn't like your legs, so I cut your legs off.
She's
on
got
my-
perfectly good legs.
Yes.
I know, I agree, but
Yeah.
I deferred to him and I took out his legs.
Yeah, this is in our very colorful barrio of La Boca, which is famous for its colors. Yeah.
That's a very nice shot, I think. Just it has a lot of color in it. It's
Well, yeah,
I like that back.
social
I do
documentaries,
too.
you know. Yeah.
So
that's a
cool.
lovely shot.
Yeah.
Indeed, indeed.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's kind of fun. All right. Well,
Thank you,
how do-
Benicia. Thank
Oh,
you very
that's all
much.
right. How do I leave this now? Because my
I can
screen's all
I can
messed up.
shut you down, or
What's that? You
There's
can? Okay.
I can shut you down.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
But there's a button somewhere on your screen
Yeah. All right.
where
Thank
you can do it. But
Just stop, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch us to Florida now.
All right.
Don. Oh,
Some other
okay.
colors.
That's
Right.
beautiful.
That is good.
There's a lot of dimension in that.
Good.
Yes, there is.
That is really, really good.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah.
Don's getting better and better as
Thanks.
very
I
quickly.
agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Well,
Yes.
yeah, you know, Don just pulls rabbits out of hats every single week. And I know he does it. It's always something new, something fresh. I mean, you are growing every day.
So
Yeah.
Saturday I went on a plane near
Oh.
Phoenix.
Right.
What is that?
That's a
Seaplane.
seaplane.
It's a
Yeah,
prop.
Yeah, it looks like a
Little
plane.
There was a place called Cherry Pocket Fishing Resort. And there were about 20 painters there. It was a fun day. But these planes were taking off and landing on the water.
All right.
Seaplanes.
I
What
love
fun.
seaplanes.
You must have gotten some good views.
Well, out here is where the planes would land.
Oh.
Almost like a runway or something.
Well, it was all water.
Is
Yeah.
that far from where you live there, Don?
It was
Is
about
that
an
far?
hour from here, a place called Lake Wales. It
I
was a
guess
fun
there's all these
day.
nooks and crannies in Florida that most people don't know about.
Now, you say there were 20 artists. Were they all on that plane? No.
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 That looks like a two-seater.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
It was fun watching them take off and land.
Oh, yeah.
Nice proportions. The plane.
Thanks.
Really,
Yeah. And adventurous of you to go up in the air,
Yes.
small plane.
Yeah, it was exciting to watch. Although I do remember a long time ago, I took a seaplane from Philly to New York City
Oh,
and landed on the water in New York.
gee.
So that's what I got for this week. I did get motivated to paint.
But
That's a lot.
it's great. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's
Great.
good.
Thanks.
Very good, Don.
Good,
Walcott.
Thank you.
Walcott, is it your turn? Thank you, Don. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
See what I can do. This is a piece of street art on a wall over a bar, and I've always
Amen.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
and
That is gorgeous.
beautiful.
it's in
Reminds me of Rousseau.
another Palermo thing.
Yes.
It does.
Yes.
Yeah.
Street artists
Very
are
tropical.
good.
Yeah.
Really are. I think we've got some wonderful street artists in Buenos Aires.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
we do.
And
Looks
Yeah, we
like.
do.
they just, I was thinking, I don't know who, I don't know how you find out who the artist is. If, I've got a lot of street art photographs, and I don't know that anybody's made a book of Buenos Aires street art.
Mm.
And
Good
I think
idea.
you could do that. I think it'd be a thing of now I'm not about to do that, but that's too much like work. But
I
Well,
sure.
if you don't sign it,
No.
that's
but
really weird
somebody,
because
you could write up the artist, write them up a little blurb on it, maybe a picture of the artist and what they do and so forth, and a sample of their work. And
Could
I
be.
want to go on one of those walk around tours of the street art. They go out.
it's a good idea.
I
Good
think in the
idea.
afternoon. I see them going around Palermo. I would like to do one of those trips. The thing is that they last about 2 hours or
Right,
three
that's
hours.
what my
I think
trips were. They were two
I
and a
think
half
I think
hours.
I've got a 40-minute hip. That's it. So anyway, bye bye.
Aw.
All right, so that's one. Here's this next one is a looking down on a rooftop from
Oh.
Oh,
up
nice.
at
Nice.
Patrick's
That is
place,
a
and
very nice shot. Black and
Mhm.
white, like cubist.
I thought I like grungy stuff like that.
Great.
No,
Yeah.
that was a very good shot.
That's
Oh,
good.
wow.
Grain,
in
the
black and
grain is
white.
really good too.
Yeah,
Yes.
Graininess.
Very good shot.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, has a texture.
Yeah, the texture.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Great shot.
Oh, well placed cat.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
glad you noticed. My little cat.
Oh, I see it.
Oh,
That cat is perfect in perfect composition.
yes.
Oh, yeah, I just found it. Yeah.
Adorable.
A little putty cat. I thought that the roof really needed a little putty cat.
It's nice that it doesn't center the cat or focus on the cat, that
Right.
it's something that you find. I think that's cool.
I
Yeah.
like that too.
It's a very good
Yes.
shot. Very good shot.
Mhm.
Walcott.
Well, thank you. I like these shots of rooftops. I'm going to try and do more of them. And it's a quilt of interesting shapes and colors and textures, and I mean it's an enormous quilt opportunity to do a lot of stuff like this. So
Do a whole series.
Yes.
yeah, Patrick, I have to do that before Patrick leaves because he's up in the penthouse of a 16-story building, and I can look down.
Oh,
I'm-
Oh, wow.
Where I live, I'm looking up at everything and living in a
Right.
yeah.
Oh,
I
it's
don't
so
get up
different.
high. And he's got a balcony up there. There's not any glass that's in the way or anything like that. You just get out in the balcony and you can shoot. So I think I'm going to do more of that.
Yes.
Oh, you can come here and take pictures of the cemetery from my balcony.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
right.
that
Ooh,
too.
she
That's
has
that's an
that too.
interesting layout that you've got there with lots of little nooks and crannies and interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's a piece of street art.
Oh, yeah, that's great. I like that a lot.
Not street. That's a piece of street photography. I'm sorry. That's my street photographs. Street photography.
Well,
Perfect.
Walcott,
Nice.
what I think
That's
you
really,
you
really
may
good.
excel in getting people that walk past and the interesting looking people. I have
Mhm.
not been able to find that actually when I
You
take
don't
a
find
shot.
interesting looking people?
Well,
That was
I think that's
actually
an interesting person. I mean, compared to, other people that I have found.
that's actually a very difficult shot to take, and I've taken a
I bet.
couple of days. I've tried to get a good photograph. I'm not entirely happy with this one.
Oh, it's
But
great.
the problem is, I want to take the picture, but not have people noticing that I've got a picture.
Right.
So
That's
I
right.
have
That's
to
right.
what they call shoot from the belly. You
Yes.
put the
Yeah.
camera down like it's incidental, and they go by, and you go click. And the trouble is that getting the camera pointed properly takes practice. Shooting from the hip. That's what it's called.
Uh,
Shooting from the hip.
I don't think
Yeah.
I've mastered it at all.
And
You know what's nice is the harmony between the posters and the wall art. The colors are so close.
Yes, I agree with you, Bob. I think that's true.
and there's something else that I like is toward the bottom right. Well, not the very bottom, but the bottom of the work. There's a dark blue shape that's going downward, and it kind of balances the leg.
Yeah, the
Yes,
angle.
Oh yeah.
I can't quite get it out.
Good, very good
You know
point
that
there.
I
Yes.
misspoke. That's not a piece of street art. I was trying to say street photography of mine. That's actually a wall full of torn pieces of paper.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
even
No,
better.
it looks to me
I'll
like a
show you.
piece of
I'll
paper.
show you the original here when I'm
No,
done.
Janice, that's what it looks like. But you're
Yeah.
right. It shadows the
Does.
guy's leg. You're right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does something about the perception.
No, I agree with you. I think that's a
Kind
very
of the
good,
same angle. Yeah, I didn't notice
Right.
that.
very good point.
I'd like to take credit for that, but I don't think I can.
You take credit for being there and for taking the picture.
There you
Yeah, I
go.
took a lot of
There you
pictures.
go. That's a bit of
Very hard. They
serendipity.
they,
Adds
they
to
go
the-
by
adds to-
they're in field of view they're in and out fast, and it's anyway. This is a lake in Echo Park,
Yeah.
and you'll
And this-
notice over on the left there's a little guy had a white shirt. I put a red shirt on him.
Oh,
Everybody has red,
yeah.
and
What is
anyway.
that in the middle? Is that a
Looks
snake?
like a snake, but it's not. No.
No?
don't-
It's
no.
a snake. It's an anaconda snake.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
I thought the picture needed an anaconda snake.
You put that in there.
Excuse me, Walcott. I'm just waiting for you to do something insane with that picture.
Well, I wouldn't want to make it public because somebody might actually believe it.
Yeah.
No, I don't want anybody believing that there's an anaconda snake floating around in Echo Park. I don't think that would do well.
Well, it does look rather
A man with a sense of ethics.
Well,
Good,
I like
good
it.
editing.
little common sense.
Well, who's that creature in that lake somewhere they're always talking about?
Well, I was going to try and make a
Loch
Loch
Ness
Ness
Monster.
monster, but
That's monster, Ted.
I thought that an anaconda snake was probably easier. I was
Yeah.
going to have a dragon emerging from the water.
Oh, like Nessie or something.
Yeah, Nessie. I experimented with a Nessie, and it was interesting what it came up with. Gave it sort of description of what it ought to be, and it came up with a monster swimming under the water. It did, but I think I like my snake.
It's more
Works.
subtle. Yeah.
If you want, I can. Let's see. Why am I not getting? Oh, let's see what I have to do here. Yeah, this is what I have to do. All right, this is going to be the.
Original.
This is the original. Actually, this is the original, and
Yeah, with the white
where it
shirt, better the
got
red one.
straightened a little bit, And I originally put a little red dot in it because I thought there was
Yes.
an awful lot of green. It needed a red dot. Put in a red dot, and but then I thought that a snake would be more fun.
Yeah.
Oh, you actually did put in the snake.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that snake's not real.
Uh-huh.
And this is the rooftop.
Ah,
Mm.
Interesting.
I love
Uh, Black
like
and
it.
white's
It
better.
But the
looks
cat,
interesting in
the cat
color, but I
isn't as
think in black
visible in
and
that
white
one.
makes it.
No cat.
No.
No,
Okay.
the black and white I think makes it very distinctive.
I thought I thought that it was better as a black and white.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
and you see the texture better with the black and white
Closely
too, I
edited.
Yeah.
think.
Really closely edited. I
Yeah,
thought that
I
was
had-
an excellent film. This is also
I
very
had to
good film.
crop all this out because I mean it's just
Yeah.
these bright whites are very
distracting.
I
Yeah.
had to crop it all out pretty tight.
Well, me
Fun.
being a colorist, I really love it.
Well, there's I mean that is a side of it. There's a lot of fascinating color. So well, it is, but I thought black and white and sort of crop it into just this little area.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like the black and white.
Exactly. I think you did
Yeah.
exactly the right thing there. Exactly.
And I had to redo that. There's too bright a spot. Catch the eye. I didn't want something that was gonna, catch the eye on something stupid. I was kind of hoping I'd catch the eye on the cat, but
Yeah, you did.
anyway, that's that one. This is the
Ooh.
original of. Yeah, that's the original out of the camera. I
Wow.
had to get rid of
The telephone lines and
all the
stuff.
wires and all of that
Yeah.
stuff. I had to get rid of that.
I think
I
a
thought
lot
about
of
getting rid of these
editing.
railings too, but I decided no.
They
I
seem
just
to work with it, though. They seem to work.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have the impression it's a little place that you can actually go up there and sit.
Yeah.
And I
Oh.
thought that
Uh,
having a couple of people sitting having a beer or something would be nice, but I didn't do it. And it was
Well,
too.
You live here, no problem.
It was going to be too much trouble. I don't know. Too much trouble. Too much. There's that one.
oh, yes.
What it actually is.
All right.
I think
And
the one you did was better. I like what you did.
Yeah,
with it.
I do too. I
Yeah.
do too.
But it did look to me as if it was a piece of torn paper, but serendipity.
I
Yeah.
could take that whole wall into a gallery in New York and they would love it.
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
looked like it took a long time to do that.
I can imagine.
Oh my. Well, anyway, that's something else. I was going to use that as a backdrop, but
Oh, we
decided.
took that of Vivero Mario.
Yeah, those are variegated thingamajigs. You'll have to ask Felicia what those things are.
They're called impatience.
That's
Oh,
what I
that's
thought. Yes.
Impatience. I knew there was something familiar. Yes, impatience.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think
they're
we have them
wonderful.
out back. We have them out back here. I should know that, I suppose. They're called Allegrias down here.
Yeah. Mhm.
Anyway, I didn't much like the pictures, so I just bailed. Well, there we are. That
Very
is.
nice, Walcott.
Very
Do
Great.
you like?
Very
Let me
nice,
ask you
Walcott.
something. Do you like that lake just kind of the way it is?
I like the
Yes.
snake in it.
I like the snake.
I
makes
think
it
the
more
snake was
interesting.
more fun too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see if I can get this thing to quit. There we go. That's all I got for you.
Okay. Thank you. Well done.
Well, thank you very much.
Now
Nina.
let's see. Who do we have
Janice,
left?
Nina has
Janice
joined
Nina is
us
here.
from
Ah,
Atlanta.
Nina.
and
Hello,
she's-
Nina.
She sent
Hello,
along
Nina.
by email some pictures.
Okay. Shall we look at yours then, Nina?
Although I don't see her, we're not getting any sound from her.
Yeah, it's like
Well, she's
she's
probably
not
Oh,
really
you're muted.
fully connected.
You're
Yeah,
muted.
I think that's
Nina,
just.
you're
I don't even
muted.
think that's not a live shot.
Yeah.
I don't think that's live. I think that's.
Oh,
Okay,
There
there
she
she
is.
Hey, Nina.
Muted,
Hey, Nina.
muted.
Hi.
Hey,
Ah.
You were muted.
And,
can you hear
and
me now?
Nina,
Yeah,
Yes.
Yes.
I
Yes.
hear you now. Yes, we can.
different
Okay.
kind of a car you're in right now.
Well, she's always in her car. One day
You're
she'll
always
move
in the car. Where did the car go?
I am in the car. Yeah.
So, Bob,
And-
can you show Nina's?
Yes,
Oh,
I'll
you
show
are.
up.
She's got it as a backdrop. Cool.
Yeah, yeah. It was Monet's lilies.
Oh, great. Super. Oh, look at that.
All right.
Oh my
We
gosh.
are,
So this is an AI. I put together these generations of shoe installation. I thought they were very interesting what they
It
did.
looks like an Alexander Calder thing, you know.
Are they very small, Bob, or are you? Can
let's see, I
maybe
can
it's,
open them a little bigger.
oops.
All right, let me go back and show the next one.
All right, that's
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
Amazing.
Very colorful and fun here.
Yeah.
It's shadow.
Shadows and everything.
Is this something you did, Nina?
Yeah.
And I generated them. No, I did not do these. AI did that.
Oh.
Well, you did it because the AI followed your instructions on what you wanted. It
Yeah,
didn't.
that's
Right, right.
that's the
But
new art
to that
form.
extent, to that
It's
extent,
the art
yes.
form, exactly.
That's
I mean, AI only responds to what you ask it to do.
that's the new art form, and the
Yeah.
used to be paintbrushes to make a painting. Now it's verbal commands to make a
Well, what we
construction.
do is we just pick a button.
I don't
This
like
one, the circle is kind of spooky. It's like a ritual or a ceremony.
that. It is,
I
yeah.
know.
Let's see
That's
if I
very
can.
inventive, Nina. Really,
It
I think
is.
so.
It is. I
Use
like these.
shoes as
Yeah.
your subject and try and create different aspects.
Thank you. Because this would be something that would be hard to install. I mean, they have these shoes floating in thin air, so
Mm-hmm.
it's
Mm.
possible
Right, it
to
would be
see like that.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd hang them with a piece of transparent.
Yeah,
little-
no,
Fishing
Well,
line.
Alexander
thing,
Yeah.
we do see that shot, the last one, we do see those in stores and all where they're selling. But this kind of, I mean, this would not serve the purpose of any sales. It's, as far as they're concerned, that would be a senseless waste.
The window decorator would probably quit before he ever finished.
Yes, but it would look great in a window.
Yeah.
A photographic image and then attached to a window. It would generate interest. Wow.
That's an interesting location.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Nina,
fascinating.
what was your
look.
command on that particular shot? Was it factory with shoes, or what did you put in to get that?
Well, there were several for different images. There were different ones. So I'm going to only guess for that one. So I was trying to do site specific. I had site specific for that. Now when you look at it, it's not like, I mean, there are other places where they've shown things suspended like that, but so they site specific installation in an old abandoned factory with shoes suspending in air, something like that.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
see,
And-
specific.
And
Okay,
there were
that's-
many things that came as a result, and some of them were pretty. I mean, you can't really see what's happening.
Mm.
That one I liked, so I saved that one.
A big
Yeah,
shoe store
got
might
people in
go
it.
for
It's cool.
those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those pictures. You might
Try
sell
that, Nina.
them to a big shoe store.
Ah.
It put these people by itself, and I like that. It gives us a scale. It gives
Yeah.
us we get to feel that the huge space because of the people they placed in there.
Yeah.
Let me go back to my favorite, the ceremonial one.
Yeah.
Right.
That initiation into the secret club?
Well, it looks like there's a bunch of women with high heels looking at a man.
Oh boy. He's wondering how he can get out of there.
He's trapped. Yeah, trapped.
You'd have to fly.
He's plotting his escape.
Cute.
Thank you, Nina.
Yeah, very original.
Nina,
Very
they're
original.
very inventive.
Thank you.
Very.
Cutting edge, as they say.
Yeah.
Indeed. Okay. Bob, do you have anything?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Not this week.
I just have a couple of things. Woohoo. This week was not an art producing week. Okay. But I was playful. Now let's see if I can, yeah, here we go. Oh, share. There we go. You see that, I guess?
Yep.
Okay, good. Okay, this is Emile Bove, B-O-V-E or Bove, and he's one of Trump's attorneys. And a friend of mine suggested that he resembled a vampire or someone from a horrible movie, so I did that.
Fellow.
And another version.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
He's gotten that all of his life.
Yeah.
And then what I've sort of done, well, this is in progress. I'll be working on it on Thursday at the Pasta Club. But it's
wonderful.
I'm not sure whether it's a skyscape or a landscape, but I'll find out as I go along.
I thought they were just beautiful clouds.
Yeah.
You know, Janice, I have many of actually about 4 of your artworks, and really they're very calming to me. Seriously, I mean, when I pass them in my own home, I look at them, and if I'm agitated, it calms me down. Like this calms me down.
Glad to be of service.
Your work is very
Thank you.
Your work is very meditative.
It is. There's something about it that's very calming.
Very soothing, yeah.
Soothing.
Thank you.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Years ago, I took some work into the drawing center in New York, and that's basically what they said, that it would look good in hospitals. And I was waiting for them to say, in psychiatric wards.
Why not?
Why not? It would be very important to calm those people, I think.
Exactly. As I continued with my own thought, I did. I thought, well, that might be helpful.
Yeah.
Van Gogh was in a psychiatric ward.
Well, yes, he was.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he's not the only artist who's been in a psych ward. Sometimes I think it's my turn.
It's the Xanax School of Art.
I don't know about that, Janice, but I do know that your work is extremely calming to me.
Well,
it was
thank
interesting
you.
that someone said
Kim.
it should be in a psychiatric ward, because there you go. I mean, I was channeling that.
Well, thank you for the responses, and I'm going to stop sharing.
Want to take you down?
Yes, I guess I can. Oh, yeah. Yes, please. It's still there. It's still there on mine, anyway.
Oh, it's down.
No, you're move to your Zoom window.
Where's that?
Somewhere buried on your.
Let me.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, and for art news this week, lately I've been going through the art news, and it's kind of hard to figure out what to cover. And so these days I'm mainly covering obituaries,
Oh.
just because they allow you to. When I read art magazines and periodicals, it's all, oh, here's the latest, greatest new thing. And I think, yeah, maybe, maybe not. But this is, I like doing the obituaries. This is Mel Faulkner, who's a conceptual artist. He was originally from Pittsburgh. Then went to East Coast schools, the School of Visual Arts. He taught at the School of Visual Arts. And he did a lot of interesting things. Like this one series he did is on measurement.
Mm.
Okay, so he went into a gallery and provided the measurements, very nicely done. And then he also did a lot of language work, variations on language.
Wow. Look at that.
Yeah. He's famous for his blah, blah, blah series.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah, it is. It is actually.
I like that. All right.
Bob, Ed
That's very
Ruscha.
three-dimensional. It's cool.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Wow.
Oh.
His word pictures had a lot of thought behind them. Here is how he described his work. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see this. He wrote his resume. Faulkner came of age during the second half of the 1960s, a moment of radical change, both in society at large as well as in art. While painting slowly lost its preeminent position in modern art, language moved from talking about art to becoming part of art itself. Faulkner has consistently probed the conventions of both painting and of language, the way we construct and understand them, and the way they relate to one another, to make us more attentive to the unspoken codes that underpin our world. And let's see that. Let me.
Yeah.
So here's another one of his, and here's another one of his blah blah series. And here is his description of the medium. Monoprint. So I guess this means that he made more than one. In oil paint with collage, engraving, and embossment on hand-dyed twin whacker handmade paper.
What is twin rocker paper?
Never heard of it.
I haven't either.
Right. There's a lot of different papers. I wonder how he got this embossed effect.
With a machine, I would imagine. An embossing machine.
He's using shadow, I think. A little piece of shadow around the letters, or some kind of a contrast in colors.
Yeah, letters look like they
Pop
were
it out.
then painted over.
Bob?
All right, so that's Ken. He died at 74. I think he made a
84.
contribution.
84.
84.
84 years old he was?
Yeah.
84.
He's
Okay,
my
Bob,
generation.
Bob,
He's
can
my
I just make,
contemporary.
can I just make a
Tim?
quick comment, Bob? Quick comment. Ed, you know that guy who did Standard Oil, and apparently his name is pronounced Ed Ruscha, not Ed Rushka as I pronounced him. Ed Ruscha.
Okay.
Ed
hmm
Ruscha has a lot of stuff at Sotheby's that's also words like go away or F off or whatever. But this guy I like so much better because they are literally word pictures. He combines colors. It almost doesn't matter what the words are,
Right.
and might as well be blah blah. But it's way superior to the work, in my opinion, of Ed Ruscha, who is very big right now in Christie's and Sotheby's and stuff like that. So I think this guy should have been on Sotheby's, Christie's.
Well, maybe he
Okay.
will.
I like his work too. Here's another of his measurement series.
Oh. Mm.
So if I walked into a gallery and saw that, I'm going to take a minute to look at that. And okay, so that's Ken Beckner, his lifetime in art. Two other pieces of news.
Oh, that's cool.
This is Banksy.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll be
Yeah.
darned.
Back in
Hand painted.
2005,
Wow.
he did plain figurative painting, but you can see his sense of humor
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
that. The butler with the and his social consciousness. This is like a comment on oil and social climate change. Okay, and one more thing.
There's a famous painting, though, by someone else
Yes,
of the dancing couple with the butler holding the umbrella. So he
Is that
borrowed
like a
that
Magritte
idea.
or something? Like
I'm sorry?
Magritte? Was it someone like Magritte?
Yes.
Yes, I think
yes,
it was. I
Yeah.
think,
he
yes.
did borrow the image.
hmm
Yeah.
He
But he
credited it.
borrowed it well.
He borrows
Yeah.
it well.
Yes.
See that?
Under Sysmark, he calls it Vetriano. I guess the original was done by Vetriano. And here's one last. As time goes by, we hear about the wives, spouses, and girlfriends of famous artists. This is Camille Claudel, who was the significant other for a while of Rodin, and this is a sculpture she did after they broke up.
Ah, good for her.
A lot of pain in this.
Yeah.
Notice the old man, and then the old woman bringing him along, and the young woman calling him back, and there's a lot of pain in that,
Yeah.
and a lot of expression. All right, that's it for my art news, except one more thing. Let me close this down. It's I've messed myself up, but one more thing is that tomorrow night at 7 p.m., there's going to be the Plastic Club's Book, Art, and Culture show, which I'm usually too tired after the Tuesday thing, but
Is it a
When they
show,
look,
Bob? Is it a show or is it a Zoom
it's a Zoom
effort?
discussion, but they do something that anyway, the link is here if anybody wants to come. And what they do on that is Bob Lee publishes the link to what they talk about.
What?
So I have no idea what these are. Let's look at hundreds of beavers.
Those are links referring to things that were talked about in the previous Zoom that was done, I think, a month ago or something like that. So, I mean, nearest I can figure, they talk about whatever, and the conversation just runs all over the place.
All right. Well, anyway.
That's tomorrow night at 7. It's a Zoom thing.
Yeah.
And, okay. I've lost, but I've got to shut this down, don't I? So we can all say goodnight.
Or we could say goodnight now.
Stop share. There it is. All right.
Bravo.
All right. So that's it for me. Does anybody else have any art news?
No.
Well, they're collecting
All right.
this weekend for the furry friends.
The fur babies.
Fur babies.
Yes.
Oh, we have to get that in. Am I too late?
No.
To be in by Friday or Saturday.
Well,
what exactly how does this work? The fur baby things.
I'll if I can find it, Venetia, I'll send it. I'll send you the link. I'm a little tired right now.
It's the theme for next month's showing.
I'll send you the link.
Okay.
And you could submit online, which they're all going to show you how to do it.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. So if I've got pictures of furry creatures,
It'll be on my to-do list.
Is that what it's about? Furry creatures,
furry things,
baby animals.
Furry things. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. But I'll send you. I'll find. Okay, I'll just put find link.
Go to the Classic Club exhibitions opportunities, and you can log on there.
Okay. Well, Kim will send it to me. Thank you, Kim.
Yeah, I'm going to do that tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Find link for fur babies for Venetia. There you go.
Do they have to be baby animals, or can they just be cute furry animals?
No, they can be anything furry.
Yeah.
I think anything furry.
They're very loose.
Okay.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Okay, so it could be a woman in a furry fur coat or something.
Actually, that's a very good idea. I never
Probably.
thought
Good, yes.
No, I think it absolutely could be that. I never even thought of that.
A baby in some kind of fur thing. Yeah.
Absolutely. You're absolutely
Use
right.
your imagination.
I think the lady in a fur
All right.
coat is very inventive.
A picture of Bob's beard.
Hey, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, there
that's
you go.
actually a very good idea.
All right.
See, I'm thinking too narrowly. I'm thinking cats, and I don't have any cats. But of course, lady in a fur coat, Bob's beard. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff.
And
Yeah,
lots
furry
of
things.
kinds of
Furry
animals.
things. Yeah. Hi.
All right. Well, it's 8:27. Thank you guys for coming by. I've enjoyed it. And let's
Yes,
all say
thank you.
goodnight.
Good night.
Talk.
Night.
See you next week.
See you next week.
Full thing.
See you
See
next
you,
week.
Kim and Wolcott. See you soon.